I drove out to my other destination and I got all my stuff out, but I forgot to pack my drone. Anyway, so the idea today really is just to come out and relax a little bit. I've had quite a busy week this week, doing people's gutters and one thing or another. I think a tree must have got hit in Savanac Forest then. Yeah, it was close. Cut my hands to shreds yesterday, taking a bit of a hammering really with the old guttering. I really do need to get myself some gloves, which I did today. I went out to a shop today and bought some gloves and things, so try and protect my hands. Yeah, I've had quite a busy morning as well with my ladders. I've extended them and I cleaned them and I've oiled them because they're kind of like the telescopic ladders, and you know, you really do need to look after your ladders because your life kind of depends on your ladders. If they go wrong, then things can go very badly very, very quickly. Anyway, so I'm in this woods. I've not been here before flying my drone, so the idea basically is to get my drone up, have a bit of a fly away. You know, this is just the way I kind of relax really, get away from it all, get away from, you know, life, the rush of life. This kind of ticks the box for me. I think we all need to come to a place like this or do something which just takes your mind away from the humdrum which life can actually become. I'm trying to think of a suitable place where I can actually fly my drone. Anyway, I'll find a place, I'll get myself set up, and then we go for a nice little drone flight, and we shall see what we can see. Yeah, looks interesting. Kind of. That's a weird looking structure if ever I saw one, but it looks like it's dogs kind of running in that direction, kind of over there. Oh well, I didn't know it was here, but now I've seen it, it's kind of interesting really, with the big kind of long legs, if you can imagine. I guess someone's thought has been made into artwork. Different. Right, into the woods we go then. Right, let's yeah, look at that, eh? Right, let's give this a go then, guys. Spin you around and we get filming. Right, here we go. Okay, just check my zooms, make sure I'm zooming in okay. 2x zoom. So give me 4 times. Yep, okay, there we go. Right, there we go then, guys. Right, I haven't got a clue how this is going to end up. Probably quite badly, because I mean, literally it's like flying through wire wool. Okay, goodness me, what am I doing? Okay, let's give this a go. This is what you call entertainment, people, by the way, okay? Kind of entertainment, watching someone trash their drone. I sincerely hope I don't, but this is going to be very, very interesting, to say the least. I mean, I really have got to be on my absolute mettle at the moment. I'm going to fly you fairly low and slow. Obviously slow being the optimum word. And I haven't got a clue what's in here, to be honest. I've not been here before flying my drone. I was about 3/4 of a mile away, round Croft, a couple of weeks ago, which was very interesting actually. That was a interesting little flight. I'm not sure how interesting this is going to be, but it looks to be one heck of a challenge. And I think if I can get through this unscathed, I think I deserve some kind of an OBE perhaps, for drone flying ability or something ridiculous like that. Right, it might go dark light. I might have to fiddle around with my settings just because of the actual place where I'm flying. I hope not to do it too much because it is quite annoying actually. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Oh, goodness me. Well, it's hardly surprising really. I mean, just look at it. It's eat your heart out. Congo, Amazon. Anyway, it's just over there, so I'm going to go and grab it and get flying again, and let's crash it all over again, I suppose. Right, well I can hear it. It is just here. There we go, about 40 yards from where I probably was. Any damage? No damage done. A bit of mud on one of the props, but hey ho, there we go. Gimbal is okay. Right, let's start again, guys. I think we try that again. Because that was in a very strange, seductive way, narcissistic way. That was kind of fun. I'm pretty sure drones are not really designed for this kind of flying. But there we go. Right, try again then, guys, shall we? Low and fairly slow. That's just the way we like it, isn't it? Oh my goodness me, this is going to be kind of interesting. Right, let's just slow it down a bit, shall we? Because I want to try and keep this thing in the air for as long as possible. Just want to see what's in here, really. It's kind of a good way to kind of scout out, if you like, an area, is by using a drone and just really looking around to see what there is. You might see something interesting in this very barren kind of a wood. I don't think there's much in the way of anything in here, to be honest. We've got a motorway which is about, you might just be able to hear it, about maybe 500 or 600 meters to my right. I don't want to get too close to that because I don't want anything being spooked, let's say, and actually going onto the motorway, you know, in form of a deer or a fox or whatever else, really. Okay, guess there might be some kind of a footpath down there, I don't know. Let's go and have a little look, shall we? Yeah, looks like there's a footpath there. I don't really want to go near footpaths, just because people tend to walk on those things, so I'm going to bring it back towards myself. I'm about 45 meters away from the drone, and let's just have a little look over this part, shall we? See what there is. You never know, we might see something interesting, or then again we might not, but it doesn't really matter really, because it's just nice just to fly around and be in the that was too close. Be in nature. Good old nature. nature almost at its best, flying by the seat of your pants in some obscure woods on the south side of my town. Interesting. Anyway, this really is a great way. It focuses your mind. It really does. You've got to keep this thing in the air. You've got to concentrate fully on the task in hand. And if I can keep it in the air for maybe 15 minutes or 12 minutes or whatever else, to me that's an absolute win. Oh, it's clipping something. There's a lot of stuff to clip. Leaves and whatever else. I'm just coming back to myself and I can just see it literally 10 or 12 yards away from me. I'll just give you a... Where am I? Over here, look. Ooh, hello. Can you see me? Peekaboo. Right. There's a little gap over there, which I think is kind of interesting in a very narcissistic kind of a way. I'm not sure whether I can actually fly through it. From where I'm standing, it looks like it's doable. But from where I can see the drone, it looks like it's a bit of a challenge. Oh, careful. Easy, easy, tiger. Easy, tiger. Right, there's a bit of a footpath there. I'm just going to come off the footpath. Or it might be a game path. You never know. It might be a lesser spotted Great British Yeti around here somewhere looking at me, eyeing me up for its next meal. You never know, guys. You just never know what we might see. I think if everyone did something like this, I think we'd probably see some interesting things. You know, might actually see the abominable snowman or Yeti or whatever. Some very strange stuff. If we all just had a drone and flew it the way I fly it, in a bit of a crazy way, you never know. You might see something kind of interesting. Anyway, let's try and see if we can navigate our way out of this little wood. Seems like there's something through the gap. Just go down a bit, left a bit, right a bit, up a bit. Don't go sideways a bit either. Right, it's getting light over there, isn't it? So I'm going to have to mess about with my settings a little bit, guys. So I'm going to stop it here. I'm going to knock you down quite a bit. There we go. I'm hoping I can actually... Oh, I tell you what, that looks like there's some kind of a fence there, doesn't it? It looks like it's like, I don't know, mesh or whatever like. That's going to be a bit of a problem, I think, because I kind of want to go up. Right, I need to mess about with my light settings again. Okay, right. I kind of need to go up, but I don't know what's above me. Probably trees and lots of things to hit. So I'm just going to navigate around that fence, see if there's a gap somewhere I can just kind of fly it through. And I'm not sure there's going to be. Ooh, there might be just a bit of a gap just above me there, I think. Is there a gap above me? Do you reckon I can just inch it up ever so slowly? If I can get close as I can to that tree and then just go up a little bit. I don't need to go up a huge amount. Just inching it up, inching it forward. A little bit more maybe, a little bit more. Just another half an inch perhaps. Ooh, a bit more. Go on. Right, knocking my light settings down, guys. And I'm just gonna go through, and I think we're in an open space here. I think this is a cricket pavilion or something. Yeah. I'll give you an up, and I'll give you a sideways swipe, and I'll give you more of an up so you can see my location pretty much. Okay, right, so I'll take you back down again, and somehow we've got to try and, with 49% battery left and 8 minutes of fly time, I've got to somehow try and find my way back into the woods, and that's probably going to be easier said than done. Need to find a gap somewhere. Right, let's find a gap. Oh, I see one just there, look. Oh, how very fortuitous. And I'm just going to somehow try and nav through that gap. Bring Mr. Droney back to me. Right, I've got to bump my light settings up a little bit, guys. I do apologise for that. But I absolutely do need to see where I'm going, otherwise it will end probably in tears and in bits. And nobody wants to see poor old Droney in bits, do we now? No, of course we don't. Right, it's just over there. So I'm going to fly it back to myself. Mess around with my light settings as I go. There you go. And keep an eye out, guys. Yeah, stick it on the big screen, by the way. I should have said that earlier, shouldn't I? Sorry. Yeah. Right, so there's a bit of a path here. A bit of a clearing. And I'm just trying to navigate, and for some reason my screen has gone a little bit funny. Can you see that? My screen's gone a bit weird. That makes it very difficult to fly. Not exactly sure why it's doing that, but hey ho. That's gone a bit weird, isn't it? Anyway, we shall carry on. Into the woods we go. Keeping an eye out for something interesting, perhaps. It's just nice anyway, isn't it? This is a great way for me to just to cut loose and to relax. Oh great, look at that. Oh damn. Okay, 10 minutes that was, guys. Right, so literally about 30 yards over in that direction over there, so we can just go and pick it up, go and grab it, and well, we'll see if there's any damage to it. I don't think there is. It was a very, very light impact. I'm sure we're going to be okay. Okay, right, crash number 2 has resulted in one lost prop. Oh well, there we go. Apart from that, no other damage really, so it come off quite lightly. That's not a problem. I've got lots of props, so I can take me a 2-minute job to fix that one up and get it flying again. Yep. Right, so this is pretty much about a 2-minute job. So I'll speed it all up, and I'll put some nice music to it, and I'll bring you back in just a sec. There we go. Right. Job done. That was quick, wasn't it? You hardly gotten into the tune there, did you? And then I had to go and stop it again. What a spoil spot I really am. Right, so I'm hoping now that is the correct one. That one there, okay. Should be, because they've all got little different things on it. You might just be able to see, the camera might just be able to pick that up there, a little slot there kind of a thing. And so there should be a slot one there and a slot one there, because they kind of go clockwise and these go anti-clockwise. And if you put the wrong one on, you come up with something like that, which is healing okay now. Actually, it took a bit of a chunk out of my my thumb. Anyway, we're going to change the battery because I'm only down to about 10 minutes flying, if that. So I'll stick a new one on, and then we're going to go for another flight. Fortunately, I've not lost my file, because if you crash it, you do lose a file, but it's all intact, I'm glad to say. So we're all good to go. Right, we get flying in just a jiffy. Anyhow, so it's not the easiest place to actually fly a drone, is it, round here, as you can see. But just belting it round a field or in a landscape or whatever else, to me, just doesn't offer a challenge. I do like a bit of a challenge, it has to be said. And oftentimes the challenge is too much and something goes awry. Yeah, like you crashed a drone or something. But anyway, I enjoy what I do and it gives me great pleasure. It's not everyone's cup of tea, I understand that. But you know, there's different ways to fly a drone. I just fly a drone differently, perhaps to most people. Because I find places like this interesting and it's one hell of a challenge as well. Anyway guys, we go for another quick flight and we'll see what happens on the next one. Okay, right. Another challenge, eh? Another challenge? What, another challenge? Are you sure? What does it actually take to pass a challenge? I suppose to keep it in the air for about 10 minutes without crashing, it was probably passing the challenge, isn't it? Anyway, bit of news, a bit of dog news anyway. We've no longer got the French Bull Terrier, Frankie. Unfortunately, we had to part ways, mainly because he didn't get on too well with one of my other little dogs. I did try to take a few chunks out of him actually, and in trying to do so he sank his teeth into the wife's arm, and she had a really nasty bite. Really nasty bite. You couldn't believe it was so nasty from a dog which was so small. Okay. I think the drone flying gods are trying to tell me it's probably time to quit. Otherwise something rather destructive might happen to my drone. So I'm going to heed their warnings, the drone flying gods. Yeah, I'm gonna. That's enough for me today. I mean, I've had my fix. I've had a bit of fun out here, to be honest. You don't really want to be pushing your luck too much, especially in a place like this. I mean, there's just bloody wood everywhere, basically. You know, and if you manage to hit a tree with some force, you know that the tree is always going to win. And I'm not going to press it anymore, to be honest. I've had a bit of fun out here, and it gives me a bit of an idea what this place is like. An absolute flipping nightmare, but I've enjoyed it. It's an enjoyable nightmare. Is there such a thing as an enjoyable nightmare? I mean, I don't know. If there is, I think I've just invented it. So this was kind of like an enjoyable drone flyer's nightmare. Yeah, it's been interesting. But now, ladies and gentlemen, the nightmare is over now. I'm most definitely going to go home, I think, and try and make some sense of this video on my edit suite. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, but I'm sure with a man of my caliber and expertise, something will be created, which is kind of borderlining interesting, let's say.